Hi folks, I just arrived at a festival and I got my trailer parked, but where they put me, there's a tree right there and it's kind of in the way, so I'm sticking out just a little bit. Let me turn around here so you can see. I'm sticking out just a little bit into the road here, but not too bad. There's my flag, and it has my sign on it. Anchored, you gotta have anchors. Very few people, I don't know of anybody that has a setup like this. There's my jewelry table, there's my work, or the stand for my workbench, my director's chair. That way I can get in and out of the trailer. I set my chair next to the door. I don't know if I've showed you, there's my battery, because I've got solar power. I don't use it very much, but I do use it a little bit. Now, it looks like they've got me right. I'm number 47, so I'm not going to be able to use the back of my trailer as far as getting in and out. But that's alright. I haven't got everything out yet. I'll be working a little bit today. I've got rings to make and that sort of thing, but I'm not going to get out my the stuff for sale because it's nothing but vendors here, and I'm fairly early, and I'm glad I am because they had to move the next spot because I was taking up just a little bit too much room. So anyway, there are a few other vendors here. In the instructions it said startup for the setup time started at 8 o'clock this morning, and the lady at the front desk, the organizer, she said, "You're not supposed to be here till 1. Well, you know, that's not what the email said. And I'm not the only one that thought that, because there are several other vendors here that arrived early. But it's not that early. It's like 11 o'clock or something like that. I'm going to work a little bit here, and then I will go over to my truck and spend the evening there. Here's something you won't see very often unless you're a vendor. And this is all the booths closed up, or most of them. People looking around where to set up. Most people have white booths and they shut them all up. This isn't going to be a very big. I think this is the entrance right here. I've never done this one before, but I'm pretty sure that's the entrance. You can see I'm right there. And one thing that's pretty meaningful is just right there are the porta potties. That's kind of a big deal, being close to the restroom. It's 4 o'clock or so. I'm heading back to my truck, and that's way over yonder. I suppose you can hear it, but the camping, and right now this Class A and my little truck are the only campers here. But you can hear the noise. Just on the other side of that tree line is an interstate. I'm guessing maybe 100 foot on the other side. And the roadbed is, maybe 20 feet above where I'm parked. Just walking up here, it looks like the roadbed's about twice as tall, or twice as far up as the top of my truck. But that's alright, I don't mind. The noise won't keep me awake. May make it hard to hear the movie tonight, but That's alright, it'll drown out the other noise. Like the people in that Class A, they got a generator running. That'd be irritating, but I don't think I'll even be able to hear it over the traffic noise. And there's my gray water system. And there's my Jackery solar panel. I think it's about 100 watts, I don't remember. And then inside, there's a little Jackery, and I got it plugged in, got my refrigerator plugged into that. There's my bed, toilet, all that stuff there. Well, now if that wasn't just silly, I went through it. I thought I had this thing turned on, and it wasn't. And here I went and showed you my cooking system and what I was going to fix for dinner. This is a trivet made of horseshoes. Cowboy Kent Rollins. I don't know if he still sells them or not, but these things are great. 3 horseshoes with 3 nuts bolted on, or welded onto it with 3 bolts. Now the bolts that he sends with it are too short. They're good for campfire, but not for my purpose. Because I've got a couple of different cook stoves. This one's a little butane. It's a Snow Peak. And I can set it down and then put this on top of it. And that lets me put that heavy cast iron skillet on there. I like cooking with cast iron, but cast iron's too heavy for this. And that's a large 8-inch. And it's very well used. But this is one that's fairly recent, and it's got a duck on the back. It's the only one I've got. I've got a lot of cast iron. It's the only one I've got that's got some kind of decoration on the back. Now for dinner, I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going to heat up a can of soup. This is Campbell's Chunky Jazzy Jambalaya with chicken, sausage, and ham. And I've got some easy cheese. And I've got some crackers in there too. And I've got some cookies from the local grocery store, and these are the coconut pecan or something. They're very good. Drinking Malbec tonight. Malbec. I don't think there are any vineyards in the United States that make a Malbec. It's South American. Chile, however you say it. Got cookies for dessert. They're from Food Line. They're the Food Line coconut something or another. Let me get up in the truck. Oh. I've got a ladder I can bring, but these are coconut pecan. Coconut pecan. Oh my, don't even look at the numbers. You don't need to look at the numbers to tell they're good. I've got my laptop with me. And I've got some movies. I also brought a book. I bought this last year to read during the summer, and I never got around to it. I put the blackout curtain on the cab side of my topper, but I don't think I need to put blackout. I don't think I'll put them on the sides. And I certainly don't need a blackout curtain on the back. Not with the interstate though. So I got my chair set out, got my cook system, I'm ready to do dinner. I'm pretty well settled now. I got my porta potty set up, got water in it, got my bed all laid out. I think I'm ready to settle in. You can scoff all you want, but a Ritz cracker and some of this cheese is some mighty fine eating. Something if you're going to do festivals. It's very easy to get dehydrated because you get busy and you don't pay attention. So you want to always be able to have water. Sometimes you can run out and you don't always have some bottled water handy. So I have this thing here. It's a Grayle, G-R-A-Y-L Ultra Press. You pull this handle, you take out the insert, and then you got this shell, and you fill it up to that line right there. And then you loosen the cap a little bit so air can escape. And then you push the insert down in it, and when you get to the bottom you can start drinking. And it filters the water, and it's also supposed to purify it. If the literature's correct, there's not a whole lot makes it through this that would hurt you. So you can basically take ditch water if you need to, and you can have drinking water. I don't normally need to do ditch water, but that old water faucet over there, it'll give you water, and you can clean it up with this. And I use it almost all the time, not just when I'm doing a festival, because if you look at the city waters, where my wife lives, about once a year they come out with a report talking about how nasty the water is, and they say it's safe, but it's nasty. Got all sorts of stuff in it that you don't want to drink. So I filter all my water, and this is a convenient way of doing it on the go. I just carry this with me. I took it to Lodge last night and the night before. It was a 2-night thing. And this is how I have my water. And that way I'm not buying those little plastic ones and throwing away all that plastic, because those are so wasteful as far as that's concerned. This right here, the amount of plastic in it, and it will eventually get thrown away. It's probably worth 100 or 200 of those bottles, but if you have a bottle of water or two every day, that over a few months will add up. So I think it's pretty good to have something like this. I can recommend this. I don't have an affiliate link for it, not right now, but I probably will. I should get one of those, because I do believe in this thing. I can't verify that it is producing pure, safe water, but the literature on it looks good and it's easy to use. So I can recommend it from that point of view. And I can also recommend that Malbec. I don't remember, maybe that was when the camera wasn't turned on. Malbec is, I don't think there are any vineyards in the United States that produce a Malbec. It's a South American wine, and what I have is from Chile. Maybe that's where it's all from. I don't know. I need to check on my dinner. It's heating. so I wouldn't have to wash it. Not that I really wash my skillet very much anyway. I usually use oil and salt to clean it. But I didn't feel like even doing that because there's no trash can here. There's no water. And I'm very limited on resources. So I could carry the trash over to the festival grounds, but it's going to be closing pretty soon. And they say nobody can be on the grounds. So I will stay here. I've got everything I really need. So it'll be okay. This is pretty good. That jazzy jambalaya stuff. It's not as thick as I thought it would be. Jambalaya is normally a rice dish with flavor. I just waved at somebody. That's pickup truck drove up to that Class A. That's a nice RV. Vacationer. I don't know anything about it, but it's pretty. Anyway, he may come over and say hello, so I better go. Well, this is my view for the evening. Over there on the other side of the festival, there's what appears to be a man-made hill. I wonder if that's trash. I suspect it is.